Hey everyone, so just wanted to make a quick video giving an update on the channel status basically. So if we come into YouTube Studio, as you can see just from the top here, I'm halfway to the first target that I'd set of 1,000 subscribers, well nearly halfway, so 478 subscribers at the moment. So today is the 14th of June, Sunday the 14th of June. And I do know that I have already passed the watch time minimum requirement. So the requirements basically in order to get monetized and unlock all the features of a YouTube account is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 minutes worth of playback. 4,000 minutes basically works out to roughly around 240,000. So as you can see, I'm already on 251,000. The channel was started up, if I just come into YouTube's app. So as you can see, the channel was started just there at the bottom on 6th of April. So start of April, I started it. First few weeks, probably I wasn't quite as active in terms of uploading because I was still trying to figure out best ways in terms of what type of content, how to capture it, how to edit it, how to upload it, whether I should upload direct, whether I should do some editing. There were some longer videos in there, some shorter videos. For me personally, at the moment, the shorter videos, anything probably between say 5 and 10 minutes is probably what tends to do the best. However, some of the longer videos, especially on the C9 versus CX, those videos they've obviously done very well as the jailbreak videos. The jailbreak videos, just because of the tweaks and everything coming through, I've not really found much recently to actually upload, and most of the questions that people have been posting in the comments I've been able to actually answer either directly or via Twitter. So obviously if you do need any assistance, Twitter is probably the best place to actually contact me via. Just on the actual account itself, as you can see, this particular page has all my links essentially, so the Patreon, the Twitter, and also the Instagram I'm not posting on there as much. Twitter, what I'm doing with that is just posting a few behind the scenes as well as upcoming kind of videos, those kind of things on Twitter, just because it's a lot quicker than having to upload to YouTube with those particular types of videos. But essentially, in this video, I literally just wanted to go through a few things. So as you can see, if we go to views and we go to lifetime, so in the last 28 days, there's already been 60 odd thousand views and nearly 97,000 in total. So considering it's only been going for what, just over 2 months, that's not bad. I'd probably think, based on the actual types of videos that I've been uploading. A lot of the early videos were obviously quite a niche kind of sector. So obviously it's especially with the LG TVs, with just being related to the C9 or just the soundbar itself, that's quite a small, even though the actual pool of people watching those kind of videos might be quite large, in the grand scheme of things on YouTube, it's quite a small niche. And I did notice, obviously, like some of the travel videos, they only really picked up with certain people, other travel channels, those kind of things. And also similarly with the jailbreak videos, that seemed to pull in a completely different type of crowd, a different type of subscriber. A lot of people did subscribe since those videos. A lot of people didn't, so they'll literally just take it as it was. What I'll do is just look at this. So as you can see, there's been a few spikes. So around the 11th of May, and probably around the 25th of May as well. So I think the second, well, this particular one was probably around about the jailbreak time, I think. I can't remember exactly, but I think it would have been around about that time. 11th of May, let's just have a look at what would have, I'm not sure if this will actually show you in that way which video it was that actually spiked that particular interest. Got a feeling it may be, no, it doesn't really give us a date for when it was actually posted, so it's quite difficult to actually see from these analytics in terms of what it was that actually caused that particular spike, which doesn't help when it comes to actually trying to figure out. Sorry, it was the subscriptions, wasn't it? Yeah, so as you can see from that, there's been a gradual kind of increase, especially with these. This is where I've probably started, from this point onwards was probably where I started posting a lot more regularly. I would have had it scheduled for at least 1 video per day, sometimes up to 3 videos per day, especially when the jailbreak first came around about this time, I think. As you can see, there was a bit of a spike there. That would have been around about the time when I initially started, just as soon as I had a fix or some sort of bypass that I'd tested, I just posted the video straight away. And with that, obviously, initial viewing wouldn't have been the highest, because obviously it was various times. Sometimes it was 6 in the morning, sometimes it was as late as 10 o'clock at night. Sometimes when I was actually on night shift, I actually filmed one video whilst I was at work. I edited it at work and also uploaded it and made it live whilst at work as well. So because of that, obviously, the initial uptake in terms of views probably wasn't as high as some of the other ones, but it does obviously result in a steady stream of people subscribing. I'm interested to see what it was that actually caused this particular strike, because obviously looking at it, that's still my largest one out of all of them. But even that, I mean, you're not talking massive amounts. I mean, so that, what is that, something like 25 in a day? So you're not talking a massive amount of people that have actually subscribed, but in comparison to the rest, where it's just a steady trickle, obviously that's more of a peak just there. Looking at it, as you can see, still when you look at if we look at the lifetime, so 94% of the views on my channel are still by non-subscribers. So this could be people that literally just clicked onto, either done a search and found the channel, or that particular video, or they've watched one video and then obviously clicked onto the next one, and always been just come up on their stream, their normal kind of feed of videos. But that's obviously something that does still bug me a little, because obviously if 94% of the people aren't actually subscribed, that tells you straight away that this channel potentially is well over 1,000 quite easily, even if half of those people were to actually subscribe. It doesn't actually tell us how many of those people actually clicking on to repeated videos, so that's obviously something that would be quite interesting. It might actually be able to show, and just at the bottom here, as you can see, the top videos. So this is obviously watch time in terms of views. We can check the actual views on the other page, so most viewed. As you can see, the C9 versus C10 is pretty much the highest, nearly 19,000. But obviously this one here, the jailbreak video, this is quite relatively new. I mean, it's within, I'd say probably 3 to 4 weeks at most, compared to this one, which was posted quite early on. This would have been probably towards the start time of my channel that I actually posted this particular video. And in comparison, obviously, as you can see, it's jumped right up. This one obviously initially got quite a few views, similarly with this one. But as you can see, in terms of the length of these videos, average view duration, so this is a, 28-minute video, and the average person's only viewing it for 4 minutes, and then they're posting loads and loads of comments, but they've not actually watched the whole video. It's unbelievable how many people will actually post comments that are answered in the video, but they've just not bothered to actually watch the video. They'll just watch maybe the first minute, and then they'll just post a comment and go away and expect you to just answer everything for them. I had somebody, with regards to one of the jailbreaks, actually post a comment saying they've tried everything in the video, it didn't work. I replied back a few times with instructions on what to do. Came back to me, no, I've tried that, it's definitely not working. So got them on Twitter, asked them what repo they're using. They've said, obviously, they're using whichever particular one. Gave them the repo it should be. Straight away replied back, oh yeah, it's working now. Which all of that information was in the very first video. So it is slightly annoying when basically you're going around in circles, you ask people to follow the instructions, they don't, they then post 100 comments before they finally get around to where they need to be. The flip side of that is obviously the people that either don't bother to post a comment, so it won't work for them, but they won't post a comment, or the people that post the comment and then just never come back to you. So you've no idea whether they've fixed it, whether they've got it working, or whether they just gave up. Because a lot of people, especially with the M-terminal bypass, a lot of people will look at that and they'll think, no, I don't want to be doing that. as soon as you're entering code into mTerminal, that's beyond what some jailbreakers are actually comfortable doing. So because of that, obviously it is slightly annoying, but it's obviously one of those things that you need to just deal with. You need to work through it, and obviously just keep repeating it again and again to obviously watch the video. Not so much so on a lot of the other type of videos. You occasionally get it with the comparison videos, as well as something like, so with these settings videos, so your picture settings and things like that. I've made it very clear in all of these types of videos that obviously this is my subjective opinion. So this is to suit my personal use, and also to do with, I've actually mentioned this in one of the other videos, it's to do with the previous experience I've had with plasma TVs. And you'll get people posting, oh no, that saying's wrong, you've got to change it to this. And then they'll post back and they'll basically have everything maxed out, OLED light 100%, contrast 100%. And it's so counterintuitive that they've simply not listened or comprehended what it is that you've actually tried to explain in the video. And obviously in the long run, that will affect them more so than me, because the people that are setting up their TVs in that particular way, they're going to end up getting burning because they're maxing out their brightness and contrast and everything. Whereas if you actually listen to what the message was, in terms of just reduce it down to say 80, and all of a sudden you'll probably never have to worry about OLED burning because you're never actually maxing out the peak brightness. Similarly, obviously, if you've got that peak brightness setting off or turned down, you're just saving your panel slightly. But those kind of things, obviously, because they're not actually bothering to watch the video, they're not getting that side of it. Overall, in terms of experience on YouTube so far, as you can see from, if I just just switch this to most recent again. So as you can see, I mean, I've got video scheduled all the way up to 16th of August already. Today is the 14th of June. What I try and do is, whenever I get an idea, whenever I get sort of thought on what it is that I want to do, I'll just either make a note of it in my notes section, or I'll actually film it and just schedule it for a later date. I mean, if you look at how many videos I've actually uploaded, obviously they're not all public yet. This is all in 2 months. Now, there's some YouTubers that will go years before they actually upload this many videos. So it just goes to show that obviously when you've, for me personally anyway, when you've got ideas in your head and you've got the time and you've got the ability to actually make these videos, it's good to actually get them filmed and basically just upload them. You don't have to make them all public straight away. With a lot of these, even though it shows as public, a lot of these are actually premiere videos, so they're not actually fully live yet. People can see them. I believe today's was this one, Netflix. So as you can see, that would have gone live at 6 p.m. So at the moment, very few people would have actually watched it. The first, while it's premiering, obviously it doesn't show back up in the way that a normal video does. But yeah, that's my thoughts so far. So it's a good distraction, especially during this whole lockdown situation. I found it to be a good distraction from all the craziness that was going on. It helped me initially when I was actually furloughed off I was only off work for about a week and a half. Filled about 2 or 3 of those days working on my car, and then since then, just whenever I've had time in and around work, in and around shifts, sometimes even at work when I've had ideas, and I've done jailbreak videos at work, all of those kind of things I've just been doing just to keep my mind busy and keep it occupied away from the craziness that has been going on for the past 3 months now. It helped quite a bit in the past week, because I was on a kind of weird shift at work, working 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. It kind of resulted in no time before work and no real time after work to do any real filming for videos and actually do anything that I would be pleased to actually upload. And what I did find was I ended up back scrolling social media and all of those kind of things, and it just reminded me that how much of a distraction YouTube is, and how if you use it in this way, it can actually be a really useful tool in terms of keeping your mind occupied and actually enhancing your skills. Because obviously I've been using a lot of different techniques. These kind of videos where I'm just doing a screen recording and uploading, it still takes quite a bit of editing in order to upload these videos with the iPhone image, rather than literally just uploading an image of the screen, because when you play that back, it will play back fine on a mobile phone in portrait. But most people want to watch stuff in landscape on a TV in correct aspect ratio. And because of that, obviously, it still takes a lot of editing and just working out all the little fine details as well. So yeah, it's been good so far. As I say, nearly halfway there in terms of subscribers. I'm hoping by the time this video actually goes live, I would have hopefully got to the 1,000 at least. The watch time, as I say, has already passed the minimum requirement. Obviously, I want to try and get to that 1,000 subscriber initially, but ultimately the goal is that YouTube plaque, the 100,000 subscribers. So that's the goal that I want. I want to get one of those plaques and have it to hang on the wall. So that's the ultimate goal to start with. But obviously you need to take baby steps initially. So please help me get to that 1,000 subscriber initial starting point just by sharing the channel on your social media accounts. Spread it with friends, family, anybody that you can. As always, if you've enjoyed the video, just give us a thumbs up, and thank you very much for watching.